Alright, so we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to open up a new screen here. So, we see this jet. I believe it was the Navy version. So, Navy bought two jets, or the Marines bought two jets. I'm not sure. I'll put it in the videos when I do make those videos. Right? Okay, we saw two whatever first, and then we saw two whatever I'll edit the post when I make the videos and show you guys. So what happened was we see I think it was Navy variant. I'm pretty sure it was Navy, but not sure. And we see this. I think it was Navy because the Marines parked behind that. So basically, we see this Navy jet, right? And this jet, we're like, cool, right? So here comes the jet, and it parks right in front of us. So we're like filming and whatever. And some guy's like, "Oh, let's go over here, to film planes better, right?" So we go over there, and we're trying to film this jet as its engine is running. And the engine dies, whatever. The plane is off. The pilot's still doing his debrief in the jet or whatever the heck it is, right? So then we hear more engines, and the engine is so loud on the F-35 that literally you can't hear anything else. So as this engine is running, this other jet pulls up from either the Navy version. Okay, so backtrack. The Navy or the Marine demo team, I think it's the Navy variant, brings two jets, two F-35s for their demo, and the Marine variant brings one. I believe, I'm sorry, I believe it's the Marine variant. I'm 99% sure it's Marine variant. Didn't see their jet. I'm going to look at the pictures again, but I'm pretty sure it was the Marine variant. So the Marine variant pulls up, right? No, I'm sorry. I think it was Navy. I'm not sure. But whether it's Navy or the Marines, one of the demo team pilots pulls up. And we're like, oh, cool. We go with the fence, right? Then this other jet pulls up from the demo team. So the Navy or the Marines have two. So realistically, there is three F-35s from both demo teams on not Jones Beach, Islip at this time, right? So there's three for the air show. One shows up, great. We watch it. Another one shows up, awesome, and then the other one pulls up. We're like, we don't even have to come back here. We just saw every jet within like 5-10 minutes of just sitting here. So we're like filming, awesome. And then we look to the right of us, and like there's a line of cars pulling up, and like 20 other people are joining us just because this plane flew over somebody's house or flew over the highway. So it's really cool to see that the Navy and the Marine Corps can do this to a community of people, especially in Islip and Republic Airport. When the B-29 was in here as well, as you guys heard, they saw the B-29, they're like, zip, we're going to Republic Airport to see this thing. So, it's really cool to see it was awesome to see all the jets. I believe, like I said, the F-18s are at Newark. I mean, are at, if I'm correct, they are stationed in Republic right now. And as the Thunderbirds are in Islip as well as the F-35 demo team. I did not see their C-17 though, so I believe either they don't have it there or the plane is from a different thing, because they should have the C-17 somewhere, unless it's in a hangar. My bad if it's in a hangar, but normally they leave Fat Albert on the rain, but I did not see his plane there, which it should have if it's for the Thunderbirds. But again, it might be somewhere else on the airport, tucked in a hangar or something. But yeah, so we saw these. We didn't see these guys yet. We saw this team. We saw this team. We saw the Thunderbirds, all the Jets, and I saw this one when I was playing spying on or one of these Aaron Dooley and or I think it was David Windmill actually because it was more of a blue jet like that. So we saw David. I saw David Windmiller Friday or the Friday a week ago at the airport doing practice flights or whatever, and I even saw a C-47 from the um, uh, American Airpower Museum. So I didn't see realistically. I saw all the teams, but I didn't see every plane. But they're in the air show, so all the planes are in the American Airpower Museum are going to be in the air show anyways. And they've been doing this for as long as the air show has been in service, or on Long Island for Memorial Day weekend. And my friend came down. My friend and I, we were planning to, come down, and I'm like, so. For those of you who don't really know, so my friend and I, we met on Microsoft Flight Simulator X, which is 10, and Microsoft Flight Simulator 10, and the way we met was me and my friend, me and this other girl were flying together. I saw somebody named I forget her name, or whatever, but I type in, "Hey, what's up?" And Jen, she's like, "Hey," and we decide to, fly together, be friends, whatever, because you could chat on the thing. Like, they made a little chat box on Flight Simulator X if you fly in multiplayer. And, or on, I think it's, GameSpy or whatever. So here we are flying on whatever, and we're friends, and she introduces me to Dan, which is my friend who came up, and we're like trying to figure this out. So here's me and Dan trying to figure out a time to come up to Jones Beach Air Show. I'm like, there's an air show here, every year, and he couldn't come up because he had this, he couldn't come up because he had that. And I'm like, and this is like a month before, and he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm coming up. Then like a week or two before, he's like, yeah, I'm definitely coming up. I'm coming up in this state, bought the tickets. And literally, no joke, I didn't know Doc was flying in. I didn't know we were going to see the F-35s on the ground. I didn't know we were going to have an F-35 fly over our car. So it's like, between the F-35s, we're going to see Doc tomorrow, hopefully. Between seeing Doc, having Doc come in, the history of that plane, and having the Thunderbirds here and being able to, create more memories with an aviation friend that I met online, and he's in, the area now for the air show, and, spend time with him. It's, crazy that this actually happens through aviation and through, loving aviation, loving planes. Because other than that, I would never met him. If I didn't love aviation, I wouldn't have him come up here. So, like, I would never have met this guy if he didn't love aviation. But, stuff like that is like literally, you think about people meeting, like, long distance friends. He lives in North Carolina. I live in, New York. And, yeah. So, pretty much, that's what happened today. And I did film the Thunderbirds, and I did film the F-35 shut down kind of thing, so, or the engine shutting down, so all of the videos are going to be created. So I'm going to post all the videos as a separate video, and post all the videos as a video together between the air show, between everything, so you guys have a lot of content to go through, and you guys can spend time watching the videos separately, because I know some people don't like watching a 20-minute video about what I did this weekend or whatever. So I decided, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to make videos, and we'll see where we go from there. Thank you guys for watching this stream. I love making these videos for you guys, like I said. And peace out, guys.